Per Bylund. I'm an assistant professor of entrepreneurship at Oklahoma State University. The motivation for the paper is that there's a lot of research really on entrepreneurs and institutions, but there is only a unidirectional research, so looking at how institutions affect entrepreneurs. And what we do in this paper is look at how entrepreneurs affect institutions, primarily how institutions cause uncertainty for entrepreneurs and how entrepreneurs contribute to this uncertainty and how entrepreneurs behave in the face of this uncertainty. What we do in the paper is develop a framework for studying entrepreneurial behavior from the point of view of institutions and uncertainty. And the literature talks about how entrepreneurs can abide by institutions, or they can alter them, or they can evade them. We talk about how this looks from an institutional point of view, looking at the institutions on different levels. At the very top, you have cultural values and things like that in society, which determine in some sense the political framework in which market actors behave. Under that, we have what we generally refer to as the market, that is institutions such as organizations and firms and things like that, and then you have market transactions at the very bottom. What we do in the paper is look at where do entrepreneurs act, on what level, and how do they choose this action. And what we find is that there can be uncertainty due to misalignment between institutions on different levels, which determines entrepreneurs' behavior. They can act through simple trade, or they start firms like Coase and Williamson have taught us to economize on transaction costs, but they can also engage in political activities as a way of defending themselves in a sense and handling uncertainty on a higher level. The paper tries to formulate a framework for studying entrepreneurship and entrepreneurial behavior, and specifically try to figure out where entrepreneurs act, what types of actions they do. I think the take-home of the paper is really to see how policy affects entrepreneurs and when and why entrepreneurs go into politics and try to change policy. That's policy on societal level. So lobbying and cronyism and things like that can be explained using our model, because there is an institutional misalignment that causes uncertainty, so that the cost for entrepreneurs to behave within that institutional framework is too high, which forces them either to exit or to engage in politics.